Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Talkin' Bullion. Well, today I want to talk about something a little bit different, something that I don't really hear many people talking about right now out there in our community, and I'm kind of wondering why. It kind of puzzles me that I don't see a little bit more interest in the Pre1933 gold, the U.S. gold. Got some examples of it sitting here. As most of you know, the U.S. government called back gold in 1933, and they allowed you to own a little bit of it. But they wanted most of it back so they could melt it, and as soon as people turned it back in, they upped the price of gold by quite a bit per ounce, so people weren't too happy about that. So anything that's still around today survived that callback, and it's still getting rarer and rarer all the time, I believe. You know, Daniel from Coin Help You did a video several months ago talking about how dealers will take this and 90% silver and other things and just cash them into the smelters, get them melted to get their money back because they don't want to hang on to it too long. So they get in this gold, they don't sell it right away, they turn around and just have it melted so they can get their money back. And I have to tell you, I'm not a real big fan of melting this old gold or the old silver. I think we should try to keep it around as long as we can. Now, I certainly understand the business decision of what they do, but I do not like them melting that stuff. But I do my part, as you can see, to make sure the stuff still exists. And if you want to comment below as to whether or not you collect the pre-1933 gold, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And if you don't collect it, why not? What's the burden or what's the holdback? Because this is some great U.S. coinage. And I think it's great to hold history in your hand. So I'm going to run through some numbers with you. And why I want to talk about it is what the premiums are. Now we all know the premiums have went up recently, but the premiums on this stuff has really went up. And it's almost uncollectible at this point, especially from a stacking perspective. I think you're going to be amazed when you see the numbers as far as what I paid not that long ago and what it's at now. But before we do that, why don't we take a look at a couple of these examples I have here. Let's look at this one first. Now this is a $5 coin. Let's look at the year first. It is 1880. 1880. Look at how old this coin is, folks. This is incredible. So if we flip it over, this is called a Liberty Head coin. You can see right down on the bottom there, it says 5D for $5. It's got a kind of cool eagle on it. It's not my favorite eagle they ever put out. But look at that, huh? United States of America, $5. Now this is not pure gold, this is not 24 karat gold because it's 90% gold in here and a few other alloys in between. I mean, you can see the copper in there, right? See the redness to that coin? But yeah, in 1880, so what I do is I buy these with random dates and I like to see what they're going to send me. And man, this thing is, what is this, 141 years old? Man. Is that cool or what? So pretty good condition. Looks pretty nice to me. Let's flip it back over. Look at the eagle one more time. And I really like this pre-1933 gold. Now, these are 0.2419. They're not 0.25. They're just under a quarter ounce. It's a lot of U.S. coinage. It's 0.2419, the commemoratives. So as an example. Yeah, there's an 1880. Now this is, almost a half ounce. So this is twice what this coin is. This is a $5 coin. This is a $10 coin. We'll look at that in a minute. You can see this, 1897. So I guess it's got a decent sized scratch over here, but that's okay. I buy it as bullion. I don't buy it for the numismatic value. If I did, I would have paid a lot more for much nicer coin. You can see it's got some nice cartwheeling on there. If we look at the back, It's got the same eagle on there, United States of America. In God We Trust, and the banner up there. But down here, you can see it says 10D for $10. So is that awesome or what? I mean, is that some great coinage? So the amount of gold in here, if you do the calculations, which we'll see here in a little bit, is 0.4838, which is twice this. Remember we said this is 0.2419. So double that is 0.4838. And I don't know why you don't have this in your collection. This is beautiful, beautiful stuff. And as we'll see later, it sells very well too. Here's another $5 coin. This is 1886. You can see the copper in there, but this coin's in great shape. I mean, it's been circulated, no doubt about it. And got a little bit more dirt back here, but I don't want to clean it, that's for sure. $5. Let's take a look at another one of these $10 coins. So we got my camera to focus here. This is also an 1880. Wasn't this one an 1880 as well? So look at that. Didn't even realize that. Got an 1880 $5 and an 1880 $10. Pretty cool. So again, in pretty decent shape. This one does have a couple nicks on the face, but got it for a good price. Not that concerned about it. It's bullion to me. How about that, huh? Those some gorgeous coins or what? So yeah, commonly referred to as pre-1933 gold. If you go to a lot of the bullion dealers, you'll see it listed exactly like that. You'll see gold, and then if you do the drop down, the menu item, you'll see pre-1933 gold. And I have to tell you, I went searching today, and the big online bullion dealers, and almost nobody had any of it in stock. And if they did, they had a few pieces of like graded, the stuff graded, and of course, that's going to be a lot of money graded. I'm not looking to buy, the expensive stuff. I'm looking to stack. I'm a stacker, and that adds to the stack. All right, so let's go through some numbers then. So I want to show you what I picked these up for about a year ago, maybe slightly more than a year ago. I mean, not that long ago, folks. Things have really, really changed, and had I known that it was going to change this much, I would have tried to buy some more, I have to tell you. Now, right now, we've been purchasing some American Gold Eagles, Canadian Maple Leafs, whatever we can find. Picked up a few foreign things over the past year. Not a big fan of the foreign gold, but you can usually get it for a pretty good price. I did a video recently on the 2021 Gold Britannia quarter-ounce coin with those awesome security features. So we pick up a little bit of variety of things. But we're primarily picking up what we can get for as cheap as possible. And back when I bought these are pretty cheap. So most of you know, a lot of my previous videos, I showed getting the precious metals with eBay bucks, because that was a great way to get stuff for a great price. And although eBay bucks is going on right now as I'm recording this video, they really cut down on the percentage that they allow. Last time they had one a few weeks ago, it was only 3%. And this one's 5%, but with how much the premium is on precious metals, it really doesn't help that much to get a great deal. And you got to watch some of these online bullion dealers that sell on eBay, because they will up their prices, and then when you get your eBay bucks, you're not really getting a deal on it. So do your homework. But there is good stuff to be found out there, let me just tell you that. I've got a pretty nice piece of silver coming in that I just bought with eBay bucks. And although it's a premium piece of silver, it was great to get 5% off on it, because I can't get 5% off anyplace else. But getting back to the gold here, let me show you a couple things. So I wanted to go over some of the prices that I paid back about a year ago. So let's take a look at this. Now what I did is I went out to YouTube and I printed off my thumbnails from the videos, really because it had everything right there. And that's why you see the play button in the middle of the face there, is because it's a screen print from YouTube. But it had the information on there that I wanted to show you. And really, if you look down at the bottom of the screen print, you see it says quarter ounce pre-1933 $5 Liberty Gold coin for what? $9 below spot. Now again, this is with eBay bucks, but that's fine because you're getting it $9 below spot. So there's nothing wrong with that at all. So $9 below spot when I got this one. So let's look at another one. So here we go, just another one of my thumbnails. You can see this is an 1885 pre-1933 gold coin, $5 Liberty head. Look down at the bottom again. $15 below spot. That's pretty cool, huh? 15 bucks below spot. Now again, I'm using the 0.2419 calculation on this. Spot times 0.2419 will tell you how much it should cost if you're buying it for spot. It's a pretty easy calculation, and that's how I come up with these numbers. Pretty amazing, huh? Some pretty good deals. Now let's take a look at one more. And if we look down at the bottom again, pre-1933 $5 Liberty Gold coin for what? $33.12 below spot. Now one thing I've always said about my thumbnails that I use, these are actual pictures. I don't go out to the internet. I don't Google these coins and just throw some default image out there. All of my thumbnails are from the actual coins that I have just purchased, whether they're silver, gold, or anything else. So these are actual pictures of what I purchased. You can see here it's a 1900 is the year of the coin, which is really actually pretty cool. And $33.12 below spot. Is that an incredible deal or what? I'm pretty happy that we bought them back when we did, especially when you're going to see the numbers now, where it's almost, as far as I'm concerned, impossible to buy. It's just not affordable anymore. So let's take a look at a few of the current sales that are out there. From what I could find, I couldn't find much, okay? The online bullion dealers are almost completely sold out, which is a good thing, right? If you buy this stuff and then it becomes unavailable, or you can't buy it later because nobody has it, that again makes it worth more money in my opinion, because you can't find it. That's what happened with Constitutional Silver in March of last year. I think that's a good thing. All right, so here we go. So this is an APMEX ad. I just went out there today and I made sure I captured the price of gold up there. You can see it's $18.45, so we could use that in our calculation. Now this is the only one they had available, and I want you to know that it's cleaned. Cleaned when you're buying a piece of bullion isn't that big a deal, but if I'm going to spend a lot of money on a piece of gold, I'm not going to get anything cleaned. I'm not going to get anything, quote, defective, right? If I'm going to spend that kind of money, I'm going to get something that has a lot of value and doesn't have anybody turning their nose at it because it's cleaned. Now this is one of those random years I talked about where you order one and you find out what you get in the mail. So you can see here the price they have listed for a cleaned coin is $556.31. Now I might tell you that those coins we just looked at that I bought before, I looked up the prices and I paid between $360 and $380 for those coins. And that again was about a year ago. So we're talking about a couple $100 difference in price. So if we take a look here, I did some calculations. If you take the spot price and you multiply it by 0.2419, which is how much gold is in this coin, you get $446.31. So if you're going to pay spot for it, you'd pay $446.31. Now remember, those coins I showed you that I bought last year were well below spot. So $446.31, if we do the math over here, we'll see that that is $110 above spot. So for a clean coin, they want $110 over spot. That is a lot of money. It really makes me happy that we bought these pre-1933s when we did. So let's look at another example. Here again is APMEX, and we got their gold price is 10 cents difference. But they do have a $10 Liberty gold coin. The $10 was the one we looked at over here, one of these right there. And everything else was Alert Me. This was the only thing they had in stock on their website. So it's a random year. It's an XF, extra fine condition. So it'll be respectable. I think if we go back, I don't think I bought anything less than an XF. So it's probably going to look something like this. Maybe a scratch on it or, something like that. So it'll be in respectable condition. It won't look bad. That's usually the XFs look, pretty decent. So if we look at the numbers on this one, so if we take the 1845.10 and we multiply it by 0.4838, remember that's how much gold is in this coin, you get $892.66. So $892.66, if you were to pay spot, that's what you would pay for this coin. However, you're not paying spot, you're paying $1,032.65. And if we look at that math, you'll see that's $139.99 over spot. $1,032.65 for that coin, making it $140 over spot. Wow. And just to put it into context, if we go back here, when I bought these two coins, I bought them within about a week of each other and paid $692, about $690 for each one of them. So $690, and right now they're going for $1,032, about $340 more right now. As you know, we don't know what the future holds. We had no idea that we could predict that a year from now this would be this price and go out and buy some and stock up on it. And even if you did know it, can you afford it? Because, gold isn't cheap. Fortunately, it was a lot cheaper back then. So let's look at another example. This is from Liberty Coin on eBay. Liberty Coin is awesome. They honor the eBay bucks. eBay bucks is not supposed to work with bullion or coins, but there's a lot of coins that you can find on Liberty that has eBay bucks discounts. That's why I shop there. And I know there's a couple other YouTubers that primarily buy from Liberty as well. I've had nothing but success with them. Now, your mileage may vary. I don't work for them. I can't guarantee anything. I'm just telling you my experience. And it's been very good for sure. So back to our example. Again, I pulled this off their website. They did have these for sale, which most of the other online bullion dealers didn't. So it looks like this one they got on sale right now. So what we have here is we have two of the $5 Liberty heads and one of the $10. And I just thought we'd just pull these three together to kind of take a look at what they're selling for. So here, if we take the 1845.10 and multiply it by 0.2419, which is how much gold is in the coin, you get $446.33. So if you were to get this coin for spot, that's what you would pay. But it's not spot. It's $592.52 after the discount, which makes it $146.19 above spot. Wow. All right, here's another one. This one's a few bucks more. It's really because it's AU instead of XF. So here you can see extra fine XF. So this is going to be in a little bit better shape. That's why they're charging you a little bit more money. So let's look at that. We do the calculation. We get the same. It's the same amount of weight in gold. So it's going to be the same number. But you're going to pay a little bit more for it because of it being an AU. So you can see here 157.62. So almost $158 more. So what about this $10 Liberty head? And this is in AU condition. So it's got a decent price on there. If we do the math on that, now we have to use 0.4838 because it's got twice as much gold as these have in them. You can see that spot would be $892.66, so almost $893. And this makes it $193.64 over spot. Is that incredible or what? So I thought it'd be good to do a little video on it and talk about the premiums out there. And just, wow, have they ever went up? I just can't believe how much these things have went up. It's just an incredible amount to pay. And like I said, it's just something I would not buy at this point in time, and probably most of you wouldn't either, because it's a lot to pay in a premium for sure. And if you really like it, you really love it, and you want it, and you know, I buy excessive things once in a while because I like them. So if you come across a, beautiful 1933 that you really like, and it's $100, $120 over spot, well, so be it. Pick it up, because it's a beautiful piece of history. But I'm just holding for now because just too much money. But man, have these increased in value? What, between the four of these, we've really done pretty well. So not too bad, huh? But this is the kind of stuff that we're holding. This is the kind of stuff we're stacking, and trying to get some more gold this year. Fortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to be the 1933 gold anytime soon, huh? So pretty cool. So I thought we'd have a little discussion on that. I'm looking forward to some comments below. Pros and cons to the pre-1933 gold. I know I can think of a couple YouTubers that buy gold, but they don't like to buy this for whatever reason. But back when I was buying this last year with the eBay bucks, there's really no reason not to get it when you're getting it $9, $15, $33 below spot. And I had some other good ones. If you guys go back and look at some of my videos from a while back, you'll see we got this stuff for a really good price. And that's what it's all about, right? Stacking cheap. All right. So let me go ahead and put these smaller ones back in here. There we go. Filled to the rim. So there we go with that. And I don't have a tube for those because I don't have enough of those to put them in a tube yet. All right. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And always remember, let's keep talking bullion.